Hi, I'm Dave. This is Joe from Facility Operations. He's going to actually be running the camera for us today. I wanted to sit down and talk to you a little bit about formalin spill cleanup. I don't know if anybody knows, but recently we had an OSHA inspection. Does everybody know who OSHA is? It's a small town in Wisconsin. Yeah, actually they come in here to make sure the workers are safe and to make sure that everything's being done according to the OSHA standards. There is a very specific OSHA standard for formalin in the Code of Federal Regulations that we have to follow to make sure that everybody's kept safe. Tracy mentioned that we just received the new spill kits that we're going to use for formalin cleanup. This is the box that will be coming in. The contents of the box are gloves, goggles, absorbent pads, spatula, formaldehyde solidifier, Aqualot, which actually absorbs the water after the formalin's taken out of the spill, cleanup bag, and a hazardous waste sticker that you're going to attach to the bag after you're done cleaning it up. We're developing the policy right now. We're still not complete with it, but we wanted to get the spill kits out to everybody to make sure they had them and they could use them in case there is a spill. It depends on how much formalin is actually spilled, whether you're going to use this small spill cleanup. Usually if it's bigger than this, which is approximately 500 milliliters or a pint, you're not going to attempt to clean it up. You're actually going to just leave the room and call switchboard and ask for help and tell them that you actually spilled a larger quantity of formalin and you've evacuated the room. Please page facilities, environmental services, and the switchboard will carry it on from there. A small spill cleanup, which could happen. You guys use a lot of formalin. Does everybody know what these are? These are the little containers that we put specimens in. Contains formalin. It's 10% formaldehyde, and that's the hazardous ingredients in formalin. So if you would actually spill formalin out, it would be on the table here. You'd actually try to keep it isolated by some of the pads. And the first thing you do is we have a set of instructions inside the box for you to follow, is to isolate the area and make sure no one else enters the room. The second thing you want to do is put on your PPE. So you put on your gloves, if you can put them on. And put on your goggles. As this formalin spread out, it's actually off-gassing formaldehyde right now. That's where the hazard is. It's actually an inhalation hazard. Once you take the solidifier here and actually spread it on top of it, start on the outside and work your way in. It's actually absorbing the formaldehyde now and neutralizing it. Okay. So right now the inhalation hazard is neutralized. There's nothing off-gassing right now. But if you notice, there's still a lot of watery material still left. That's the the water that's remaining. It's not the formaldehyde. So we actually dump the solidifier for the water, and it'll finish absorbing it. Next step you want to use is to actually clean up. And actually stir it up to make sure that everything's absorbed. You notice that it's fairly dry right now. So it tells me that everything is really pretty well absorbed up. After you're done with the spatula, just pitch it in the bag. Take the absorbent pads, finish cleaning up. Take your hazardous waste sticker, attach it to the bag, and then call environmental services. Contact them that there is some hazardous waste material that needs picked up in the OR. They'll respond. They'll actually pick this up, take it away, and put it into our hazardous waste storage area. PPE you can probably just throw away, or if you see any place you can reuse it, go ahead, because there's no real hazard to that. All the formalin is contained in here. Does anybody have any questions on
What's
this?
at the front of that sticker? Is it
Actually, it's an EPA sticker, and it actually tracks where the waste was generated. Environmental Services will fill that out,
Okay.
just so you put the tag on it. Okay? Yes?
If it's an inhalation issue, should we wear a mask or something?
The thing about formaldehyde is it depends on the concentration. A small spill like this is not going to be a very high concentration, because it's going to mix with the air and dilute. Usually when you get a larger spill inside a room, then the levels start rising, and then it starts becoming unsafe. There's ceiling levels to formaldehyde. There's also short-term exposure limits too. We never want to exceed them. As long as the spill is small and the ventilation is good in the room, we'll be okay. The great thing about the OR is the ventilation is super good up here. I mean, sometimes you have 15, 20 air exchanges per hour in each room. So all that air is going to carry away the fumes. Anybody have any other questions? Yes?
Do you reuse this stuff, or do you pitch everything when you're done? Is the kit a one-time use?
No. As you can use it, this kit again, as long as the absorbent doesn't become saturated with moisture, like this aqua light. And I think it's something you have to check every so often. So,
expiration?
yeah. Right, there's an expiration date on it. So we'll probably have to look. But you can use it, you know, several times. There's a good bit of absorbent in this, so you can clean up a fairly large spill. Like I said, we usually, a pint, a little bit more okay. When it starts getting up to a quart level, that's too much. We'll come out and we're going to contact the Johnstown Fire Department. They're going to actually respond. We'll have SCBAs on, and they'll actually go inside and clean up the spill. Yes,
How many bags come in that kit?
just one.
Just one, so if you can use that stuff over again, where to get a bag
Yeah, you'll have to get another bag.
out of the kit, or do they come separately?
We will get you more bags as you need. They,
Yeah, then check with Mary.
Okay. please check that. Any other questions? Thank you. Yes,
How many kids are we gonna keep up here, just one at a time?
just one at a time that I know of.
In each of the places we have Formalin.
Yeah. Right now, we're looking at where we store our larger cubes of formalin. We might have to move them into a room where we can quickly exit and close the door to seal it off. So if you see some of the big caddies getting moved around, that's the reason why.
Sisto right now is a particular problem. Where we moved it, there's no door there. There used to be a door there. If we can locate the door and put it back on, we will. If we can't, we'll have to come up with something different back in the system.
Okay, well, thank you.